All right, great. I just want to make sure because my thing wasn't showing up that it was registering. So, all right. So on Abyssal Reef, in the top left-hand corner, we have representing for SYL. It is Dragonslayer.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Teal Terran returning for his third game of the night, Wolvren.
All right, so this time he is going for an early gas, the Terran player here. So it definitely shows he's wanting to build up something quick here, whether it be go straight into factory, get in some tanks, and maybe even more popularly, Hellion Banshee. Try to get in there, get some drones killed, and try to delay the Zerg from teching up or anything like that. Um, so, as a Zerg player on this map, whenever you do try to play standard, what do you like to do on here, and what do you see coming from the Zerg player here?
The Zerg player, well, I mean, a lot of people think my playstyle. A lot of people think that, oh, this is a big map. I need to kind of play more standard Zerg. A lot of players versus Terran will play the standard Zerg, try to defend their third base from whatever cheese happens, and just kind of try to take over the map and just play the usual Zerg kind of game. There's actually a pretty straight shot from your ramp to their ramp on this map. It's pretty easy for your speedlings to cross that really fast. Bane busts and all sorts of different cheeses are actually not that bad on this map at all. You can really kind of go either way.
Let's see. So we do have the expansion out for the Zerg. Both players are trying to scout, see what's going on. We have 3 Marines coming out, so he's choosing not to go for a Reaper, which I think is kind of a good thing because there's not a whole lot of access points on this map. I mean, you do have this back area right here, but other than that, I mean, really, it's just kind of this side, and the ramps are just so kind of small that you can really get caught if you're not careful. So sometimes using Reapers on this isn't the best. So I like that
Oh
decision to
yeah,
go
you
for
can
the.
definitely get stuck in a little bit of a trap at that natural there if you go in too deep.
So to notice here, the Terran player is going for a reactor on this factory. Now, a lot of times, whenever you go Hellion Banshee, you want that first kind of barracks to form the reactors. So whenever that factory comes up, you can switch those out, and then you build your tech lab with the factory. That way, you can get Hellions out quick. You can get the starport ready to start making Banshee. So it doesn't look like he is going to go for that. It looks like he's just going to get a couple of medevacs here, maybe some liberators. We'll have to see what
We are
he
going to
does.
see, I think it's going to be that 16 Marine drop again. Maybe we'll
Mm,
see he is going to do the Cyclone with it again. He's going to do the modified 16 Marine drop with
mm.
a Cyclone instead. He's just waiting on a supply depot, ready to
Yeah,
start stim at the tech lab. There it is.
yeah. Both players are supply blocked right now, which honestly, looking at these games, it's been really nice to see them like building up those depots to where, yeah, sometimes they are getting blocked, but it seems like they do get it pretty much taken care of. Interesting to note here that he has Bailings for me, so he's going to do a Bailing bust. He has some Marines here, so maybe he can micro and try to take out some of these Bailings without getting too much damage done. But we'll have to see here because it looks like after that he is kind of morphing in a layer while putting on this pressure, so he can definitely tech into something else. It definitely will be nice though to have that Cyclone kind of handy to deal all that pressure. And oh man, he got all those Marines, and so let's see if he can get a block. Oh no, it's wide open.
Planes
So
are
there's
going to run in. They're going to run straight by that Cyclone.
using those SEVs to try to block some of this to keep them from getting away to clean that up. Nice little cleanup. His barracks is burning down, so it looks like he may lose that. I would definitely, if I was in his position, build up another depot there and stop that from burning. So we'll have to see what happens here. Okay, good. He
But
did get that.
overall, not terribly bad for the Zerg.
Yeah.
Initially with this attack here, he got all those Marines. He pretty much put a stop to the timing attack that was coming here for Wolvren, right? The whole point of this is do this Marine drop with the Cyclone, do a ton of damage, put them on their edge, and then play from ahead. He pretty much said, no, that rush is not happening.
Yeah.
However,
Definitely.
instead of taking the time he's bought himself to macro up, drone up behind this, he's going for another round.
Yeah. And, I mean, tanks would be really good at this point. And, he mismicroed those Banelings a little bit, but he did get those walls down. And it looks like he may be able to get this. And he's even morphing in some...
from the Cyclone.
Oh, yeah. But that's not going to be...
back down, though.
Yeah. And he's morphing in more Banelings, and he has some additional Lings back here.
And the Banelings are going to get all these SCVs. Oh, my gosh, that's huge.
Yeah, especially he doesn't have an expansion, so, I mean, he has no economy behind this. He's sitting on, I mean, 743 resources, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a game ender.
That's GG.
Wow.
And Dragonslayer takes the win, tying it back up again, 3-3. I mean,
as a Zerg player, I gotta say that